What's up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the Second Street Marvel for yet another comic book review. And in today's review, I'm going to be talking about Hawkeye Freefall issue number 1. This is a new series being published by Marvel Comics. Obviously, it's Hawkeye, right? Now, make sure you stay to the end where I will flap my gums about a giveaway that I will be doing in this video this coming Wednesday during my comic book pull list. So, this book is being written by Matthew Rosenberg. The artist is Otto Schmidt. It's lettered by VC's Joe Sabino, and the cover is done by Kim Jacinto and Tamara Bonavillin. And I'm going to go ahead and show you those names right there. And in case you guys don't know, I'm going to show you that cover as well. It's a very neat looking cover. Now, I got to tell you guys one thing. I like Tamara Bonavillin's color work that she does. A lot of the books I've seen her do, she's very great with colors, and you should go check out Once and Future. She's been doing the colors over there on that book. Just been doing a kick-ass job, and I kind of wish she was doing the colors in this book. But they got Otto Smith here. Wasn't it Otto Smith doing all the colors here? Otto Schmidt doing all the art here in this book. So this book, obviously, it's in issue number 1. It's the beginning of a new series. I'm not sure if this is going to be an ongoing series or if it's just going to be a mini-series. Who knows? But I got to tell you, I thought this book was pretty good. Now, we open up with this kind of meeting going on where Clint Barton is there walking through. There's like a bunch of henchmen there kind of gathered around, and we open up with this villain showing up who is Parker Robbins, otherwise known as the Hood. So his, they kind of make a joke about that being, his name being the Hood, and, what is it he says? He says this, Robbins, the Hood, Robin Hood. I just got it. So he's Robin Hood. I was thinking Little Red Riding Hood, but hey, maybe that's just me. So he shows up, the Hood shows up there, and is kind of breaking down why all these henchmen are there and exactly what they're going to be doing. And that's when they kind of get in a little altercation here with Hawkeye, and they end up taking the Hood into custody. And then we go into the court. After he had been caught, the Hood ends up going into court and everything, to face the judge, and which is something that actually didn't happen because he just basically got released. And that's when Clint Barton goes out to confront the Hood and be like, hey man, like dude, you need to watch your ass. I'm after you. I've got my eye on you. I know you're up to some shady stuff. And in that case, that's when Parker Robbins here, the Hood, ends up telling him, he basically tells him, like, you know what, you need to not worry about me and what I'm doing, because, he's just, Clint Barton is being really confrontational here, and this guy ends up actually kind of hooding out, I guess you could say, and pretty much tells Clint Barton, like, bro, you just need to not worry about me. And just some pretty, kind of funny banter going on here. And then we see later that Clint Barton is having some interactions with his girlfriend, who is Linda Carter, otherwise known as the Night Nurse. I won't confess to know a whole lot about their relationship or anything like that, but nice, just a little, just kind of a little bit of what had happened. And then all of a sudden we see that there are we flash to another scene where there's some federal agents who look like they are transporting some software, some hardware, or just something in particular to another location, from one location to another. And during their transport, they end up getting interrupted by none other than Ronin. And in case you guys don't know, Ronin is actually one of the alter egos of Clint Barton. And, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about Clint Barton other than Hawkeye, other than what I've read in some of the books through, like, Civil War II, and, just Secret Empire and stuff like that. So I don't know a whole lot about the character, but obviously I do know that he's Ronin, and in case you watch, even if you're just a normie and you're into the MCU, you know that he was Ronin at this point. And then we open up the next day as Clint Barton is sitting there having breakfast. He's sitting there eating his omelet at this kind of upscale place there, I guess you could see in Bushwick. And all of a sudden he's sitting there eating, and this bird comes by and poops on him and right into his omelet. And that's when we see that he is actually being confronted by Bucky Barnes and Sam Wilson. And they all kind of get into just into a little conversation. And they're sitting there talking about, exactly what Clint Barton was doing last night. They're kind of, you can see that they're kind of, asking Clint like, hey man, what were you doing last night? Because of the stuff that had happened with these federal agents, and they have footage of it. They had actual footage of exactly what went on, and they seen that it was Ronan. So naturally, who do they go to? To Hawkeye to find out what's going on. But during all this, Clint Barton is telling him like, hey, I want to, I just want my breakfast. I need, some omelets, and I want my omelet. And Bucky tells Sam like, just get him another omelet. And that's at this point, the only kind of thing that here I was kind of like, it was a little unnecessary to put that here in this book. But Sam Wilson looks at the menu and he says, geez, that's a $20 omelet. And he says, gentrification is a bitch. That's basically what he says right here in this book. And, I don't know. Like, to me, it was within the context of what was going on here. I thought it was silly and wasn't too bad. But really, altogether, the way I feel about that is like, was that really necessary? Like, I get it, but come on, like, reel it back. But that's really all that there was bad in here. And so they go and they take Clint and they watch over that footage of Ronan and everything, and so they decide to get together and try to put a stop and find out what's going on with this Ronan, and that's when they end up getting in a confrontation with Ronan here towards the end of the book. But I don't want to give everything away. You still got to have a reason to read it. Altogether, I thought this was a pretty good issue number 1. Definitely want to read probably the next handful of issues and see how this goes. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be an ongoing series, a mini series, or whatnot, but I like Matthew Rosenberg's work. Most of the work that I've read of his, he does a pretty good job writing. And the art in here, for me, it wasn't everything I would like it to be or anything like that, but it wasn't bad. But let me know down in the comments below, have you read Hawkeye Freefall issue number 1? If so, what are your thoughts? Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I will be doing a giveaway for a digital copy of Hawkeye Freefall issue number 1. To get entered into that, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and leave a comment down in this video. And any of these giveaways that I'm going to be doing for digital copies and stuff like that, I will probably be announcing during my comic book pull list that comes out. It's going to be premiering over on Facebook. You should make sure that you go follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and even Twitter at the Second Street Marvel. That's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell and all of that good stuff. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's all good. I don't take it personal. But while you're at it, make sure you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Happy reading. Get out and support your local comic book shop, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.